What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Stacey the Intuitive. So, the other day, God put this message on my mind, and it said, you need to be able to fit the mold created by you in this world. And it just kind of totally blew my mind. And there's a huge message that's coming through for me as of lately, and I'm so excited to be on the other side of it. But it really just has to do with this notion of allowing yourself to be your truest self in this world. You create the mold for you. And I feel like a lot of people need to hear this, especially those who have grown up with like standards of being and stuff like that, just like that have carried with them into their adult years or wherever you are in that, right? For me, I love my parents. They've always been very like open-minded to like letting us choose like what we believe and stuff like that, but in terms of the way that we hold ourselves, they've always tried to be like very strict in terms of that. I say try because when you're younger, you're going to do what you're going to do, and that's something I'll live by. But that has really played a big role in the way that I show up now. I feel that I have this way where I want to be seen as being good and proper and all these things, but at the same time, some of those notions don't fit with who I truly am. Now, the thing about that is, I do feel within my own being and authenticity, I am honorable and I'm truthful and I have integrity and things like that. Those are based on my standards, but in terms of how other people view, that can oftentimes be very contradicting with how you truly choose to be. And so I say all of this truly to say that it's time to like let go of those notions of how you're supposed to be, because you are the one who gets to create the mold that you set out for yourself in this world. God has given us essentially this canvas to be who we want to be. And imagine creating a mold that is based on other people's standards and morals and what they value in this world. Like, imagine that when you go and you look at yourself at the end of your life or whatever, and you've created a mold and that mold does not even fit you. It doesn't fit the expansiveness of your being because you wanted to live by what would make you be perceived the best, right? I just feel like, I don't know, I'm coming into this time where God is just asking me to like be myself, radically and without regard. Because even in terms of doing my content creation, like you guys see, like if you watch me regularly, if you're just now here, this is the type of content that I do. I talk about my personal life journey, what I'm going through, my beliefs and stuff like that. I share knowledge and wisdom that I think is helpful to people. And this type of thing can accrue a lot of judgment. And so for me, I have been holding myself back because I can perceive like the judgment that it would receive or whatever, even though I get so much praise and so much love from people who support and believe in what I'm sharing and stuff like that. There's always going to be another end to every single thing you do in this world. And what I'm being called for from God is to literally let that go, to accept that, there could be a point, and this is for you too, like hear me when I say this, there could be a point where your authentic creation, who you are, becomes so expansive and big and successful that you can't hide it from other people. You can't make it that it's only, confined to a little bubble of people who are able to know that, because God wants to light you up. God wants to let your light shine, right? So imagine that you have these limitations about not wanting to be perceived in a certain way or by certain people that hold you back from God's greatest wish for you. And so right now I'm challenging myself with that. I have to know and honestly kind of debunk the fear that comes about from knowing that people are going to see my content and they're going to have judgments and whatever. But you know what I said to myself the other day, and I was like, I have to learn to be bigger than that energy. It's not a matter of praying to God, God, please don't let these people watch or see or whatever. It's not that. It's that you have to become bigger than the energy that you're scared of. Bigger than the energy that tells you that it's not okay to be who you truly are. I just hope that all the people that are meant to hear this because it's a big message. And if you are anything like if you've ever had this type of experience, you know how scary it can be to allow your true self to be seen, because it does allow for misinterpretations of yourself, or people who don't understand, or people who just don't resonate, to project their opinions and their viewpoints. But you have to be bigger than that in how you perceive yourself. Your truth has to be bigger than that and supersede anything else that comes of it. Do not dim your light in order to avoid those things. You are not that person who avoids. And the person I'm talking to right now, you know who you are. right? It's not for one specific person. You know what I'm saying. Like, but if the message is for you, it's for you. Not that person who's gonna dim your light. The fear that you have is just a concept. But if those people get to be themselves, and if their opinions get to be valid in some world, just trust that you, when standing in your truth and in your authenticity, will always be able to advocate for who you are and what you're doing, because you know where it comes from. Anyone who wants to challenge that, you'll be prepared. I just think this is a very important message, because it's coming through within me, and I'm just very excited for where this will take me. And when I see myself on the other side, one of my biggest prayers to God in the recent past has been, I want to feel like confident, because I'm one of those people who I have like, sometimes I feel anxious, or, I'm very hyper aware of other people's perceptions and things like that. And I've wanted to eradicate that so that I can truly step into myself, because I know, regardless, that one of the biggest disservices I can do to myself is not to get to experience this person in her entirety and to let her be seen for who she is. So I hope that y'all take that and feel it and allow it to, if there's something that you've kind of been holding back on right now, then do it. And do it big, right? I live in like a townhome. This is so kind of unrelated, but I live in a townhome, and like, I have always been scared when I do these videos, even that, oh my God, people can hear me. And yesterday I was having this epiphany as I was just in conversation with God. I'm like, girl, you better speak out loud. Who cares if they can hear you, right? Like, this is how I need you to be. I need you to be able to take that step, take that leap, feel the fear, and do it anyway. Okay? I hope this message resonates and hits for some of y'all, and I will see you in my next video. Be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube as Stacey the Intuitive as well, because I did make another video in line with this topic recently. So, see you guys.